Hey everyone, it's Farmer Don. We're going to be going over a CP Templar build, a rendition off of our no CP, no proc build, but we added some things to it. We're going to dive right in. We're going to start with Deadly Strike. We're going to continue with it. Sharpen Maul. First set we're going to add to this build is the Black Rose Prison Swords through Murkmire. You can see that you're going to get a 6% damage increase and mitigation increase as well. So you're going to be able to take 6% more damage when you're not a vamp is huge. You don't think it's a lot, but it's a lot. You get major protection from toppling charge as well on your front bar, which is great. So together you're already a little past half vamp. You're going to add in Bay Lords as well as the monster set. This is going to give you the pen and the spell damage you need. Heartland Conqueror as well. I want to try Stoons. I know that was an old combo a couple patches ago. I still like Stoons on really any Templar with Deadly Strike. But Stoons, New Moon, we're going to try a bunch of different sets going forward. But I just wanted to see just adding procs to no procs would work. Deadly Strike here. 169 stam recovery. You can go either way. You can go infused. It's really whatever you need in your playstyle for recovery or damage. I run the Serpent or the Apprentice Mundus Stone for damage or for sustain. It really depends on what it's like. With the Arcanist out there, the Serpent's always a nice touch, but if you want to hit people, put on the damage Mundus. The Maul, if you put on Stoons, I would put on a Great Sword Sharpened instead. Because you have Bay Lords, because you're getting the pen, I would look at doing it that way. But I don't think there's anything as too much pen right now in the way that the game is. We're going to be using an Imperial race or a Nord or an Orc. All three work. I do like the Imperial for versatility as your character choice or race choice. Definitely look at doing Templar Orc looks unreal damage-wise. Plus being able to be a little bit faster. The Nord was fun, tanky. You can move around a lot. You can stay alive a lot longer. But I think that with the damage and for Raven Watch in general, because that's where I like to play, the Imperial is the one that I'd go with just because of the reduction in your cost. But that being said, you get the recovery on the mag end and the stam end with the bear haunch or the jewels, because those are great. It's one of the best foods in the game for a hybrid build. And we'll see. I think that it takes a little bit of time to get used to no burst heal. Remember, again, this doesn't have a burst heal. I really like this build. It's been my build for a long time. I'm just kind of playing around with it and seeing what we can do. I do normally run Crescent on the front, Crescent Sweep, and I change out Power of Light with Dark Flare, and I put on Javelin instead of Toppling Charge sometimes. I also do put on Dawnbreaker as my ult. It really depends on how the game is that day and just kind of what I feel like using. Dawnbreaker, we go with Flawless Dawnbreaker to increase our spell damage more. Uh, Definitely could throw Honor the Dead on instead of Repentance and kind of readjust your sustain. Again, this is a blueprint. I'm just saying what worked for me might not work for you, but again, you can make it your own. The only thing I definitely wouldn't, I'm not sold on this yet. That damage shield needs to be up by about 4, but I have been seeing some people running this. Not a fan yet. But that's the build. I highly recommend giving it a try. We're going to go over the CP. So we have Master at Arms. I'm going to be trying the difference in here with Deadly Aim and this. Yet to be determined. Endless Endurance right now, but Untamed Aggression looks really good. I've tried it with the other as well with this one in, and it was hitting very hard, and the heals are really high. We went with 2 defensive, Resilience again like the DK and Ironclad. Again, you can use Duelist for buff as well. We are spec'd for damage, so throwing some defensive CP wouldn't be a bad idea. Fortified over here, Rejuvenation, Slippery, and Bastion. A lot of people like to use the big 3, I call them. I feel like this is redundant right now because you're getting major protection. We have Cleanse. If you put Bubble on, I would definitely recommend putting either the Sustained Suffering or Pain's Refuge. One of the two. I just think it would be better for you if you're not going to run something that removes, but again, personal preference. And then we go into here, we got Gifted Rider, we got Steed's Blessing, Rationer, and the Disassembly. But I hope everybody likes the build. Again, it's a great blueprint. It did very well, solo and group, and I hope everybody has a good day. Enjoy.